Hey, welcome to the Grace Over Grind series, where we talk about what it really takes to stop starting over and finally feel like you again. Now, if you've been stuck in the all or nothing thinking, like burnout from dieting or feeling invisible in your own life, you're so seen here. I'm Cassie. I'm a coach, mom, and a woman who has been through it. And I'm here to walk with you into a softer, stronger, and more sustainable version of your health journey. Let's dive in. Welcome to episode 10. This is the episode titled Always Tired. You're always exhausted and still falling behind. Your body aches before your feet even hit the floor. Your mind is running before the coffee finishes brewing. Your to-do list is already full, and so is your plate. But you still feel like you're not doing enough. You're tired all the time, but somehow you're still behind, still playing catch up, still wondering if you'll ever feel rested again. And the scariest part, you can't remember the last time you weren't tired. So today, we're diving into something that many of us struggle with, especially when we don't believe in ourselves anymore. The exhaustion that comes from constantly grinding and never feeling like it's enough. So let's talk about why you feel this way and what Grace has to say about it, because that's key. The kind of tired that you can't sleep off. Let's start here. This isn't just about sleep. Yes, like you're physically tired, but this is so much deeper than that. This is a kind of tired that doesn't go away after a nap. All right? This is the emotional fatigue of carrying too much for too long. The mental exhaustion of making decisions for everyone else. The spiritual weariness of feeling like you're falling short no matter how hard you try. It's like you are just completely where your soul is tired. You're just tired. It's not just tired. You're depleted. Completely depleted from managing a house, a job, a family, from taking care of others and ignoring your own needs, from trying to be the strong one when inside you're crumbling. And yet you keep pushing because resting feels lazy and slowing down, that feels selfish. But here's the truth. You are tired, not because you're weak, but because you've been strong for too long without support. What makes this worse is the guilt that tags along with your tiredness. You feel bad for needing a break. You compare your exhaustion to someone else's hustle. You question if you've earned the right to rest. You tell yourself things like, I shouldn't be this tired. Other people have it worse. I didn't even work out today, so I don't deserve to rest. If I was more disciplined, I'd have more energy. But hear this and let this sink in. Rest is not a reward for doing enough. Rest is a requirement for staying whole. It's a requirement. You don't need to prove your exhaustion. You're allowed to rest because you're human, not a machine. So what does true grace look like? Let's flip the script. Because hustle culture will tell you to push harder, but grace whispers, come home to yourself. What grace-driven rest can look like, okay? Get your pen, get your paper, write this down. Number 1, emotional rest. Giving yourself permission to feel without fixing. Crying without rushing through it. Being still without apologizing for it. Number 2, mental rest. Turning off the to-do list. Letting go of the need to get ahead just to prove that you're productive. Recognizing that doing less doesn't mean you're falling behind. It means you're healing. Number 3, physical rest. Not just sleep, but recovery. Gentle movement, slow mornings, letting your body exist without expecting it to perform. Number 4, spiritual rest. Coming back to your identity, letting go of performance, leaning on God instead of trying to carry everything alone. Let me say that again. Leaning on God instead of trying to carry everything alone. Because you were never meant to do it all. You were meant to be held. You were meant to breathe. You're not lazy. You're running on empty. You keep asking, what's wrong with me? But what if the better question is, what's been expected of me that was never mine to carry? Really think about that. What's been expected of me that was never mine to carry? I know that's something I've had to sit with. And it really makes you think. You're not lazy. You're not failing. You're burnt out from being everything to everyone but yourself. And what you need right now isn't another plan. It's permission to pause. Not forever. You're not going to pause forever. But just long enough to remember that you matter also. That your energy is sacred. That your body is not a machine. It's a messenger. And right now, it's asking you to listen. Be still. Listen. If you're tired, all the way down to your bones, I want you to know you don't need to hustle for your worth. You don't have to earn your rest. You're allowed to slow down, to breathe, to be. So this is grace over grind, where we stop proving and we start pausing. You're allowed to rest. Not because you've done enough, but because you are enough. You hear that? You are enough, and never forget it. I hope this felt like a deep exhale. If you needed to hear this today, take it as your sign that you're not behind and you're not broken. Want support or a next step? DM me the word grace on Instagram at Cassie_Covey. That's Cassie, CASSIE _Covey, COV as in Victor, EY. And I'll send you a free resource to guide you forward. Until next time, give yourself grace, drink some water, and remember, you're worthy of showing up for yourself also.